Yesterday we had a hay pickup morning, which we always love, going to the hay farm, and we got to see two preemie, adorable little steers that were born. Twin preemies, they were so cute.
Okay, we're gonna play a game. Can Phil roll this beautiful bale of hay off of the truck by himself?
I hope so, because although I am feeling much better today with my hand, I don't know that I'm up for pushing a bale of hay.
Yeah,
I can help one-handed and one-footed.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think I saw a weasel hop by the chicken coop, which is not comforting. Chickens are peering through the window waiting for me to let them out. Oh, there's the weasel. It's all on the hips.
Come on. Oh yeah, maybe.
Let's go. You're on a decline. Put a little backside into her.
I've almost got it.
You do almost have it. All you need to do is push it another 2 feet and it'll just fall off because it'll be off the end of the tailgate. Yes, let's go, let's go. Give it a good old heave. Good job. Right where we want it. Woohoo! Henry has been loving the silage, but we give the horses horse hay, oh my gosh, which is completely different. You learn things when you start doing farm things that you didn't know before, like the difference between silage and hay, and what you feed different things. You learn as you go. Hi, love. Good morning. As soon as Henry hears me coming, he's ready. He knows Mama's coming to the gate, or temporary gate anyways. Hi. We're gonna come in, clean your bed, give you some breakfast and some snacks. It's colder out this morning. We wanted to get the hay off so that we can get it covered up because we have been having some snow sprinkling over the past couple of days. And so we want to make sure that everything is covered. We're doing just a quick little tidy up of just a few things we've been using out on the property over the past few days while it's been kind of raining and snowing. It hasn't been able to make up its mind. I wanted to come on today and give you a little update about how I'm feeling. My finger is still pretty sore, but I'm doing really well. And it is pretty rough looking, for lack of a better term, because I did squish it, but it doesn't look as bad as I thought that it could potentially be looking at this point. So it's looking pretty rough. It's looking like I really crushed my finger, but I didn't split it in a few spots that I thought that I did because I had been bleeding so much. So that's really good. I haven't heard from the surgeon yet. I don't have any update for you on that yet, but as soon as I know, I will let you know. I don't know whether they're going to do anything or not. Might just be forever having a really floaty tip middle finger, but I don't really flip people off anyway, so I don't think it's really that big of a deal. So I'm just looking at the positives. The bruising's actually pretty good. I still have my nail, not that I'm really concerned about that. And I've been back in with Henry, so that's all I care about. I just want to be able to do what I need to do on the farm and help out and be around the animals, and I'm just taking it really easy. And I've been off dishes duty for a few days, so that's been really fun.
So have I.
So it's Philip. It's always so nice when the four of us can be literally all hands on deck, because this week we really needed all of the hands because we were down a hand. It's amazing how much you actually use your hand. And it's my left hand that I hurt. I'm right-handed, but I'm pretty ambidextrous with both anyways. I wasn't too worried about it, not being able to do things, but it's the strength of my hand. And I am actually being able to bend because I didn't injure the knuckle part, which is a blessing as well. So that's good. I kind of full function of my hand other than putting too much weight on it, doing things, say pushing a bale of hay or picking up a bucket that's heavy or something like that.
Okay, it's really difficult because I'm colorblind and the strings are green.
Green on green hay.
And my colorblind is a lot of green and reds that I can't see that blend together. Proving a little difficult, but I got it.
We're going to show you the difference between Hudson and London hay and the silage that we've been feeding to Henry. So this green, very grass-like colored stuff is the hay that we've been feeding for Hudson and London. And it's so green when you look at it. This is silage, and it's very yellow. Pieces are a lot longer. We always say Henry eats big strands of spaghetti, but it's just a totally different color. And we have these 3 big bales wrapped, ready to open up for Henry, but we just get one of our horse bales a week when we pick it up from our hay supplier, which works out perfect. Morning. Good morning, Henry. When we first got Henry, He had a whole bunch of thorn scratches on his nose, and now his nose is perfect. It's all pink and perfect. See his nose? Let me see if I can get him to show you his nose. He's doing so good.
Oh, he's so cute.
Good job, Henry. So we're just pushing our boundaries a little bit every day. We did. He really likes the cattle starter. He's eating the cattle starter for me now, which is so good. We got Henry a halter, so that's gonna be really fun. In the next couple of days, we're gonna get a halter on Henry. And that way we can get him like brushed out and get him used to that. Look how close he's standing. He's almost standing like too close to me for feet. I would like him to back up just a little bit so I have like enough room to actually like bend my arm to give him things. But he really does love the cattle feed and the apples.
Yeah, he loves it.
The apples were just an incentive to get some bonding experience because he's just eating like an apple, maybe 2 a day when we were first getting him those first couple days. But now he's on cattle starter, so he's getting about 3 pounds of cattle starter. You can see he really likes it. So Henry has one more comfortable side than the other. I'm trying to get towards his sides because we've been working on an intimate face-to-face basis, but I've been trying to transition that to being just at least to his shoulder and kind of turn around, but he's not so sure. He gets overzealous, like almost too excited, and then he wants to come into my space. That's why we need to get the halter on him. It'll help us to be able to train him a little bit. At this point, he might be training me. But I'm this right now is just all about bonding and building trust. So that's why I'm by no means gonna let him push the boundary too far, but I'm gonna get my hand out there. You're eating my sleeve. There you go. But look at how cute you are. You are so cute. Yes, you are. You want the apple or the cattle grain? You want the cattle grain.
He may be
His tongue.
It's like sandpaper. If you've never felt a cow's tongue before, it's pretty rough.
Yeah. Good boy. I'm trying to keep his head up too, so that. Yeah. So if he gets the grain right now, he has to get it from our hands. And that's how we're kind of like have convinced him that this is like a good thing here. It's like we are the grain givers, and that means you have to kind of like get close, get some time with us.
He's so, oh my gosh, I love him so much.
No, he's like, no, apples are right here.
But you see how big he is, guys?
He's
grown so big just since we've got him.
I want to look at the clip of the day, like the first day we were in here with him, to see where I'm standing versus where he's standing. Like, I mean, I'm up a little bit on some silage, but apples are here. Good job. So we went and picked up our Christmas tree, which has been very interesting with the kitties. We've given them 2 or 3 days to explore the tree. We've been trying to keep them out of it, but after all, this is their first Christmas. So really, does it really matter if they go in the Christmas tree? So ornaments to come on the English family Christmas tree. But for now, we just have a beautiful big tree in the living room. And I swear it didn't look this big when we got it at the tree place. When we got it home, we realized the tree was gigantic. So we have the biggest tree that we have ever had in the English family house. We're gonna get to decorate that. You're gonna get to decorate that with us on tomorrow's episode. There's a whole bunch of blue jays just chirping all over the property today. They're up to something. I wanted to share a video that I saw with you, and I don't know if many of you maybe have seen it on Instagram, but there's this content creator who, when she was younger, her grandmother used to have a glass jar in the windowsill all the time with a seed in it. And she's obviously now maybe like living in her grandmother's house or living on that property. And she discovered she had a whole bunch of avocados in her backyard. And the neighbor said, well, that's because you have an avocado tree. And she had no idea. So she discovered this huge avocado tree in her yard full of avocados. And she was like, this is amazing. And what an amazing gift that her grandmother left her avocado seeds that were planted, and the tree had grown into a full fruitful tree. So the joy that this brought her, that she now had an avocado tree left by her grandmother on the property, was just such like a fruit for life, just such an amazing gift and joy for her to discover that she had something from her grandmother on her property, which got me really reflecting on our homestead and everything that we're doing here, and how all as a family we planted our apples and pear trees all together, and how my children's children will get to come here and eat apples off of our trees and eat pears and other fruits we'll be planting in the future. And so I just thought that was just such a nice reminder while I'm doing some spring and summer planning over the winter to really consider what I'm going to leave for my grandchildren or my great grandchildren or generations to come after that here on the homestead. The seeds that I plant now are going to be fruitful and bring joy to them many, many years from now, and when I'm not even around. And so I just thought that might be kind of like a fun little like food for thought for the day, that things that you do now, seeds that you plant now, can be little gifts that you leave your family later. So today I'm just spending a couple minutes in the orchard, and I'm just kind of like remembering all of us planting our trees together, and how amazing, like, we're feeding apples to our animals here on the homestead, and eventually the apples that we feed for them won't come from the feed shop in a bag. They'll come from our trees here. Our trees were so young when we planted them that we're only getting a handful each year now. And hopefully in the next couple of years, we'll have an abundance of apples, hopefully too many apples. This week, the boys and I tried a new apple crisp recipe, which was absolutely delicious. And the only thing that it was missing was that they weren't apples from our trees, which eventually they will be. It just brings so much more of like a love and togetherness when we get to do it from our very own homestead. So I'm so excited for spring planting and just thinking ahead on what I can add to this property that I can leave for gifts for people later. So I was thinking, obviously not everyone has a homestead. Not everyone has any land at all, but there are so many small things that you can do to plant little seeds as sort of just a symbolism that you can leave. Maybe it's that you leave a really cute letter under the flooring, or you leave something in a glass jar somewhere on your property, put something in the house that you know is something that will be something that can stay or that someone can find later. It doesn't have to be physically that you plant fruit in your yard. I just thought it was really thoughtful, and the video really made my day, so I thought I would share it with you guys. Today I was all excited. I was starting to feel a little bit up to maybe just fixing a couple of those spots that had the white from behind the shelves in the living room. And I got some more green for the kitchen cabinets because I was just a little bit shy of finishing that project a couple weeks ago, and I want to get that all done before Christmas. And I got another quart of green to do this room, and there were different greens. So I was all excited. I got the green paint on. The sun was shining in here. I had already sanded all the putty and put it on. And then now that it dried, the color's never the right color when it's wet still against the existing color. And I'm like, well, it'll be probably match once it dries. No, I used the cabinet paint apparently instead of the living room paint. I mixed them up and it's not matching. So I have two greens open over here, and I now have the kitchen cabinet paint against the living room wall color. So now I have to fix it. So I can finish that job for tonight.
It really
I'm blaming it on the pain medication, okay? I'm blaming it on the pain medication, which is just ibuprofen, so it really shouldn't have affected my ability to choose the right paint color. Oh, I'm so sad. I was like, it's gonna need a second coat also, then maybe it'll be right. No, it's because it's completely the wrong color. The color in this room is rainy afternoon, and the color for the cabinets is backwoods. And so they were neither one of these were labeled on the top. Oops. It didn't look this big at the tree place.
It's perfect. It's a huge tree, but it's beautiful.
Dayton said, get a really big tree. And I just picked the biggest one that was there, but this one was pretty big. This is the biggest one we've had yet here. I think that's as much as I can do because I'm going into the trunk now.
It's beautiful, babe.
Good thing we have lots of ornaments. Last year we almost had too many ornaments for the tree, so. It's huge, it's so nice. I smell like Christmas tree. The basket looks really cute. We always have done a tree skirt, so this year we're doing a basket.
I love the basket.
Here is our tree. The lean to the left is compliments of Aya, and I'm pretty sure the pine needles that have already dropped were from Brynja. So I just wanted to come on today, give you a quick update on how I'm doing. I know you guys have been missing us. I'm sorry. I just wasn't feeling up to it. I was in so much pain. I just figured it was better just to wait a couple days, regroup myself, and then come back with our regular Vlogmas. So I love you and thank you so much. I have received hundreds, if not thousands of messages between direct message on Instagram, through email, many of you finding me on Facebook and just contacting me, making sure that I'm okay. And for that, I'm so grateful. I'm so blessed and fortunate to have every single one of you in my life. And I know that there are a lot of content creators who have such a lovely community of viewers on their channel. You guys have truly become our family. And when things like this happen, you guys just remind us. You never let us forget how much you care about us. And I'm so thankful. I am so, so thankful for that. So I love you. I will see you on tomorrow's episode.